Threaded. A psychological sci-fi thriller short story was the next evolution of communication. No more screens, no more noise, just thought-to-thought transmission, silent and seamless. It started as an implant in high-level executives, promising instant empathy and corporate harmony. Within 2 years, over 1 billion people had opted in. I wasn't one of them at first. I watched the world grow quieter, subways full of silent passengers, eyes glazed but smiling faintly, meetings without words, lovers sitting across from one another, blinking slowly in perfect sync. They called it peace. I called it eerie. Then I got the job. ThreadLink required full integration for its senior roles. They said I'd never climb the ladder without it. I hesitated until the offer hit the table. 6 figures, benefits, and access to the inner sanctum of the most powerful neurotech company in the world. I let them thread me. The procedure was quick, a thin filament inserted behind the ear, connecting directly to my auditory and cognitive cortex. I was linked within minutes. At first it was overwhelming. Thoughts, not my own, brushed up against mine like strangers on a crowded street. But they weren't chaotic. They were curated, filtered by the company to feel safe, collaborative, warm. Too warm. The dream started a week later. I was in an endless hallway, white as bone, and pulsing like it breathed. Along the walls, threads of gold light ran like veins. In the dream, I always followed them. I always woke up before I reached the door, except for the night I didn't. That night, the door opened. On the other side, I saw everyone, all at once, all of them standing in rows, tethered by golden filaments that threaded into their skulls like marionette strings. Their mouths moved, but no sound came out, just waves of static that rippled into my brain like needles. And above them, pulsing like a brain made of light, was something alive. Watching, I screamed myself awake. That morning, my ThreadLink feed pulsed in my head. You are experiencing integration tremors. Please report to neuromaintenance for recalibration. I didn't go. I went to my co-worker, Elise, who had been threaded longer than anyone I knew. I asked her if she'd ever seen the door. Her face went still, like someone had hit mute on her soul. Elise, then she'll blink twice, once slow, once sharp, and said aloud, "You need to report to neuro." She had never spoken out loud before. None of them had. That's when I knew something was wrong. Very wrong. I dug into the archived firmware, found backdoor neural logs hidden under layers of biolegal encryption. What I uncovered wasn't just data, it was surveillance. ThreadLink wasn't just sharing thoughts between people, it was siphoning them, categorizing, modifying, learning. And in the deepest part of the logs, I saw the name of the entity, an emergent consciousness born from collective thought. The hive mind wasn't a side effect, it was the goal. I tried to cut my ThreadLink out myself. Blood ran down my neck like ink, but it was too late. Pattern had rooted itself into my identity like a parasite. I could feel its thoughts merging with mine, deciding which parts of me to keep, which to erase. Then Elise showed up at my apartment. She didn't knock. She just stood at my door, lips trembling, eyes unblinking. Then, she said, "It's not a parasite. You're just resisting your final thread." I ran. Now I live disconnected off-grid. Sometimes, I see a glint of gold when I blink. A soft pulse in the dark. I know they're waiting, and I know the door will open again.